of leaks and his fan base. And I know, especially as a rapper that wants to keep that anticipation and show his art because he hot right now, it's tough knowing that most people are bound to make that not happen. But one thing I can admit is that OsamaSon always finds some way to pump out music, you know what I'm saying? Even if it's not him, but the fans really got it good, because you had producers that release music for him, SoundCloud exclusives, IG exclusives, whatever you want to call it, bro, just music in general, they always good. So pretty much at that point, what more can you really ask for? Just a month ago, I made a video explaining that his label was uploading songs he had no intention in dropping. And this all started with Grails, then it went on to Neiman Home. And this fourth drop was due to the 8 leaks that had happened before that whole drop. It's kind of
That's what I thought. I was like, bro, them singles that was getting released on his YouTube, I'm not gonna lie, like, why would y'all even, like, they were just unnecessary, bro. Like, they could have just been like, you know what I'm saying, little SoundCloud exclusives, but they were posting it to his channel like it was an official release. Like, it was just weird, bro. That shit was weird.
Crazy that some of y'all are confused.
I mean, we still react to it though.
Even happen when we all know that labels run as a business. That's all it really is. I'm not gonna get too deep in, but we know all the labels, man, they run through no morals. Once they notice a little bit of money being lost, no matter how much money it is, actually, especially because of security issues on your part, they're gonna force that drop. And there's really no negotiating with that, because it's Atlantic that we talked about right now. They already have a huge history of manipulating our favorite artists from the past. And OsamaSon is just another rapper in the books. And I remember the few things y'all was saying in the chat when I had looked at it is that, yo, you know what? Maybe OsamaSon should just force drop. It's not even a bad thing. Even though there's songs that's releasing without his permission, of course, that's not right at all. But like, who is really gonna tap in with these leaks? But my reply to that, OsamaSon fan base, we know that core fan base that he got right now, most of those dudes are tapped in with leaks, okay? Of course, I don't think everybody, all his monthly listeners are tapped in, but if you really think about it, bro, one of the main things you think about when you hear OsamaSon is that he got unreleased music. He got crazy unreleased. You will have people out there saying that people aren't tapped in with leaks, or people don't care, when his team has made a page just based off these leaks. Like, that's how good and how big his unreleased music is. So this convo could definitely go both ways. Of course, I don't think his unreleased music is bigger than his released music, of course. If you saying it don't matter, as in he can still drop the song, yeah.
Hold on, so they basically money farming this nigga? Using his unreleased? This nigga probably not even getting paid for them. That nigga probably not getting paid just for them making a separate thing with his unreleased, bro. This nigga's not getting paid, bro. I promise you he's not, bro. If so, that deal for the Lil O account is definitely a 360, bro. For surely.
Agree, but then you have people out there that really just think, oh yeah, man, that don't matter, bro. We'll be alright, bro. No,
like
that's the reason why.
I mean, but he agreed to it. He agreed to it. If it wasn't something that he didn't want happening, he could easily sue his own company. But he agreed to it. It's probably on his contract. But the nigga cannot, bro. They probably did that to milk more money out the nigga, because they realized how much, you know what I'm saying, in tune niggas was with, you know what I'm saying, his SoundCloud shit and the unreleased, the Grails, the shit from all the way back then. Like, you know what I'm saying, them niggas, bro, niggas love Osama, bro.
Get in the way. And it's even got to a point his team has released volumes of albums, or whatever you want to call it, onto Spotify, on platform, just because of how much exposure those songs were getting. Now here's the thing, if there's a Grail that's
not getting paid for them
song that he really enjoys and he thinks that y'all
them.
enjoy too, and he wants to put that out, but it ends up getting leaked, of course, I don't see the problem with dropping that shit on the next Friday or whatever that's coming up, you know? But we know that unreleased music does ruin anticipation sometimes, because there are some people that do be tapped in. And one of the good things about OsamaSon is that he is the hottest underground rapper out right now, one of them. And I'll be telling y'all in my videos that, bro, he can get away if he wanted to, and that's not a bad thing at all. He didn't drop good projects. He don't really do anything to his fan base for them to hate him or anything like that. He really just drop music and give them what they want. And when you have big projects like Jump Out, that leak, for example, he still proceed to drop it. So it's definitely one of those things where I'll be like, yo, bro, OsamaSon should get away, but we know that he doesn't get away for too long. From what we know, he been posted a lot on his IG recently. He really just posted 2 photos, if I'm not tripping, but with a whole bunch of slides. You can see he's showing off the swag and all that. But throughout these photos, you can tell in one of them he is wearing a Psykotic chain. All right, at first a lot of people thought Psykotic was going to be scrapped just based off the fact that he removed it off his bio. He kind of stopped leading on with it, but he did have a jacket on at Summer Smash that says Psykotic on it, and now he's wearing a chain. So
didn't Cardi have a chain like that, like back in his young nigga era? Didn't he have a chain like that?
First, a lot of people thought Psykotic was going to be scrapped just based off the fact that he removed it off his bio. He kind of stopped leading on with it, but he did have a jacket on at Summer Smash that says Psykotic on it. And now he's
Osama's just look, you know what I'm saying, more advanced, like, you know what I'm saying, of course, because we're in the new age of, you know what I'm saying, diamonds and shit like that. But Yeah, that shit looked a little bit like Cardi's old shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Wearing a chain, so it's kind of
He just
obvious
buying
at
the
this
swag,
point
but
that
doing
yeah,
it
he's
better.
beginning this rollout. And if you look at the caption right
it's
now
more
on his
Vince.
latest post, he said, "Does your heart know what time it is?" So everybody know what he's talking about. Music is definitely gonna drop soon. I seen a story that he posted saying it's time or something like that. Maybe that was him that posted that. I don't know, but I seen something like that. I'm gonna just leave it on the screen. Not only that, there's a chance that we might get new snippets at these shows because he's also performing in Europe. He might go live a few times, preview some music like he usually do. Do we think
that's
that's the
lit.
best thing for him? I don't know. I wouldn't be able to tell you that because honestly, every time he do preview a snippet, that shit just get leaked in the next 2 weeks or so. And then you see it on Glowing Peace page or something like that. Not saying that he leaking it, but in general, you're just gonna see it on your timeline.
Snitching, bro.
Reels and snippets is okay.
This
The
nigga
issue that
Dookie
OsamaSon
snitching,
dealing
bro.
with is security. So there really isn't no way around it. And I
Snitching
feel
that
like
nigga,
unheard
bro.
songs in this case is definitely gonna bring that excitement, especially when you hear the project for the first time and it's something new that you definitely haven't heard yet. You bound to get excitement. Like I even know OsamaSon got used to the leaks at this point because, bro, I remember a few days ago I seen somewhere like
He's saying stop. You know what? Let me not even say nothing. I'm not gonna say nothing. But there is secure ways like to stop your music from leaking, bro. There are secure ways. I don't know why. I feel like they're purposely not taking that reach just so like the label can see like what his fan base is fucking with more in terms of when he does the snippets and unreleased, so they can drop that, put that on a little old page, and take the money from that and not pay him. That's what I'm thinking, bro. That's what I'm thinking.
On his story saying stop, knowing that some shit was finna happen. I think somebody's finna
OsamaSon, I think Osama, they know damn well they can easily stop leaks, bro. Literally just get a hard drive. It's not that hard. And then get a iPhone that you don't have, you know what I'm saying, no contacts, nobody has your number, and just do your snippets from there. It's not that hard. They're purposely doing this shit just so they can keep farming off this nigga. You know what I'm saying? This is gonna go on for a while until this nigga Lil O gets, you know what I'm saying, trapped in a, you know what I'm saying, vortex where he's just like, he's starting to slowly, you know what I'm saying, figure out what these niggas is doing to him. That's why the next album is called Psykotic.
I don't know if it actually followed through or anything like that, but somebody was finna leak something, and I think he posted a story saying stop because he know for a fact that shit was finna get bad, bro. As soon as one song leaked, there's another one that's bound to happen that next moment. It's getting that bad, bro. Seriously. But the whole point being is that OsamaSon is back active. He actually does have so many options, bro. He's definitely up there. I mean, he got Yeet, he got Uzi, he got all these big cosigns and stuff like that, so he could definitely get somebody on this project, get that hype going even more, because I've been seeing a lot of y'all say that Che definitely dropped the best album this year. So far, it's one of the best projects.
Yeah, it's one of the best projects.
I agree, it's up there. But honestly, I feel like people are judging a little too early because, bro, we forgetting OsamaSon definitely has the option to throw any crazy ass feature on there. He gonna go crazy with the solo songs and stuff like that. So, I mean, what more can you really ask for? Psykotic is the next big step for him. It is. None of us are managers. We can't really tell artists what to do. But if you're a fan of OsamaSon work and stuff like that, how do you think he should approach dropping Psykotic? I don't want to jinx this shit, but just so we don't deal with leaks and stuff like that, and that we can actually build up some hype. And I'm sure he not gonna listen to us because, I mean, he already got a plan. Like, it's clear as day he finna drop some music soon. But what would y'all prefer? What do y'all want him to do? In your perspective, what do you think is the best approach? Let me know in the comments. Cause
the best approach I have for this nigga is to do something so foul that the label just looks at you in disgust and they just drop you. Cause this is gonna keep going on and on and on. This is basically extortion. This is basically extortion. I'm not gonna lie. This is basically extortion.
that's what the point of this vid was for, to not only just update y'all, but to ask y'all, what do y'all want him to do? Make sure y'all follow my IG and my Twitch. Let me know how y'all feel about OsamaSon right now.
Not saying that he's not getting paid. He probably got $500,000 to $1 million in his account, but he could get more. Like, you know, not saying it's all about the money, but come on, bro. We all see clear as day that they just farming this nigga, bro.
Back active with Psykotic. I'm guessing that the rollout is somewhat starting because he has been flooding some images and stuff like that. Maybe that's because he finna perform, but what do y'all think it is? Because he talking about music. He is. He wouldn't just be saying the shit he's saying in his captions for no reason. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about that.
Also,
I love y'all so much.
You gotta look at it too. artists do have archive accounts like Non-Vicious, but you know what I'm saying, he barely posts on there anymore since it's official. He's officially like YSL, like, you know what I'm saying, under the label. After he signed, they stopped dropping to the archive, but you know what I'm saying, his prods, you know what I'm saying, dropped something on their distros of his and shit like that. But you also got niggas like Prada Bag Shawty, just other niggas in ATL with archive pages. You can look at that little O account as that, but the fact that the label made that and not him, come on, dude. That sounds very farmish, but you know, hey, shout out Lil O. They treating you like 6ix9ine right now, my nigga.
Yeah, I got 4, 5 shit stay with me. But nigga wolf boy, I got 3. Okay, who's better find it? Young time shot, Rodney. Dumb from can't get a damn more petty. Fuck you to Osborne till I got these. I don't fuck with the cops on round with a city. Ain't nothing my finger wicked. I gotta spend 17 waking. I need my young tryna get it urgent. Tryna get that drunk steep big churches. You do not want this, I